Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Natique here in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Friday, the 17th of March, otherwise known as Karen's birthday. So happy birthday, Karen. We thought maybe you would have the day off and you'd want to hang out with your favorite people.
You guys thought she was going to say it was St. Patrick's Day, didn't you?
Right? It was good. That was super good. Whew, I'm tired. You know how I haven't been sleeping well?
I mean, it's catching up to you.
Let's just say this. I slept 13 hours Saturday night, almost nonstop.
That was a mistake.
It was a mistake because I had slept horrible until last night. And last night, it's like my body was like, no, we need to sleep more. And I was like, nope, get your booty up. We cannot have that.
Oh. I read that like, I did. And I will.
I love it. So, happy birthday. We're so excited. We are all wearing green in honor of Karen's birthday. Even Susan. So, we'll let Susan come out. She's got a beautiful sweater on. Actually, Susan's more green than we are.
I know. My green's a little subtle, but it's green.
Now, we love you too. I think it's funny, we were talking about this St. Patrick's Day. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. I am Irish, so I was told I never have to wear green, but I still do. So what did you guys have when you were kids? Because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people wearing green today.
I mean, we just had the, wear green or you were going to get pinched thing, which I still see adults doing. And I'm like for me, that's like could you please not? That's like something you do as a kid. Don't pinch me.
Yeah, I don't like pinching. Oh, Marcia, today was her grandmother's birthday. That's exciting. Well, happy birthday to your grandmother, wherever she is. I love that. Do you know what I was realizing the other day? My mom passed away 7 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yes. It's so strange for those of you guys who've lost your parents. Like, on one hand, it's been a long time, and then the other hand, you're like, oh, it was just yesterday. My mom was a redheaded Irish. That's where we got it from. So I always think of her today, and green's her favorite color. So
yeah, see, I'm the Norwegian redhead.
You're a Norwegian redhead? Yeah. No, so we always laugh like Loren's a redhead. Her boyfriend's a redhead. If they have kids, they're going to have little redheaded babies. For sure. Which excites me. Let's see. Good morning, Roxanne. Cheesemonger. Roxanne, I wanted it to go box for the rest of that cheese. Especially the blue. I was like, that would taste really good in an omelet.
We wanted you to be able to smuggle out a whole second plate worth. Can we have some cheese? Smuggle us some cheese.
Good. You guys know I went to a cheese tasting and aperitif tasting. Roxanne and her friend was the chef. It was amazing. And Roxanne, I've already talked about it, so the next one's going to be pretty full. I have lots of Natique Peak coming. Because who wouldn't want to do that?
Roxanne said you should have asked.
I know, next time. It was good.
Next time, just assume Boss Lady needs a doggy bag.
I was so full, and I'm not a drinker, so even one full cocktail and then a couple of small sips of another one, I was feeling good. I needed I had to sober up before I drove home.
Depending on who's mixing the drinks, remember Morgan's college graduation party?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Those drinks, I never even finished one and was laid out in my car. The world's going to stop spinning eventually, right?
Right.
I've never had a drink that strong.
I'm such a lightweight that, these were aperitifs, you guys. They weren't even super boozy drinks.
Yeah, Roxanne's they're low alcohol.
Yeah. I know, Roxanne. This is what I'm saying. I drink so little, but it was delicious. I want to go to the dinner there. They have fancy dinners. Yeah. You'd have to be a foodie for the dinners, I would think, but oh my gosh, I love good food.
Is that the place that she ends up posting, they did the fig themed one, they have the themed dinners? The
next one is lemon.
Ooh.
Which would be exciting. Melanie, I love that. Maybe we could do an event, Roxanne could be the person. Who doesn't?
Oh,
Orange.
orange. Oh, that sounds even better, actually.
You're right. It is
I love
orange.
citrus.
Thank you. It was something. I've read the menu about 6 times. I'm like, I could do that with my girlfriends. You'd have to have someone who appreciates fine dining or good food. If someone, if they like, steak and potatoes, it's not, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be like my friend Liz would be all over that. She is foodie with a capital F.
Bev, I like your thinking. She says we now drink before bed at home so we can go to bed and sleep. Listen, if that's what it takes. Whatever it takes. Middle-aged, non-sleeping issues. I was doing so good for a long time. That 13 hours really messed up my system.
Threw you off a lot.
I have something in my eye. Okay, I really like that idea. Roxanne.
Okay. Wine, cheese, dessert.
I'm just curious, who would come to that? It would be a paid event. So wine and cheese with Roxanne, and I'm the desserts.
I'm in. Sign me up.
That would be really fun. Maybe we could do something here in the store. Melanie, you'd have to fly out.
And I'll trade you cheese. You can have all my stinky cheese. I'll have all your not stinky cheese.
Yeah. Hello, Sandy. Heather, it's a quick flight. Ask Melanie. She's got tricks. She gets flights for like $40. Oh, I love it. All right. I'll talk to Roxanne. We'll see what we can do. An evening event at Natique. Maybe we can have some tables.
Yeah, we have more tables. I have 2 more chairs in my garage.
Nice. See, there we go. And here we have another event. I love stuff like that.
Though. Check, done.
It's a cheese, though. So good. All right. Did I tell you? I know I've been talking about my trip because you guys know I'm a last-minute Lucy. I've rearranged my trip to Europe so that I have an extra day in Paris when I come back from Germany, so I can one-day trip to Bruges, Brussels. And here's really why I'm doing it. They have the best French fries I've ever had in Brussels. They're called frites. They're like a double fried, but I was like, that'd kind of be fun. Someone drives me in the car, so I have knitting time. It's a bus, right? Have a little tour of Bruges, have 3 hours to myself to shop for food, because I'm sure that's what I would be shopping for. Oh, they have a really good cherry beer.
Oh, that's where the cherry beer's
from. And then they drive you back. It's like a 14-hour day, and it cost, I think, $175. I thought that was a good price.
That's not bad. I'll have to remember that the next time I go to the coast, because that one Total Wine has that beer.
Yes. Was that in the Bay Area?
Yeah, it's like on the way to Pacifica. I don't remember the name of the town. I think it starts with a D. Mm-hmm. But their Total Wine has that cherry beer. Our Total Wine does not. Whatever.
Melanie, I'm like, I have 4 hours to myself in Bruges. I've done Brussels, I think 4 days there. That was, and you're right, the French fries, oh my God, they're so good.
You know, some mornings I swear I ate breakfast, but you're killing me. Mouth's watering, my tummy's a little bit going, excuse me, I'll take food.
It is funny, as you get older, you're like, there's a lot of joy in food and revisiting it. So I will for sure, I bet Daly City.
Yes, that's it.
It is in Daly City. But they had a cherry, I'm not a big drinker to begin with, but we did a chocolate and beer tour when I was there last time in Brussels. And they started out with chocolate, which is my jam. So it was like 11 chocolate stores and then 7 beer tastings. But I think most people drink more than I do. They were full servings, and then there were triples.
Wow.
And midway through, they fed you because everyone would be toasted. But I found a cherry beer that I thought was delicious.
It's kind of cool, too. It comes in a bottle that looks like a mini champagne bottle, like got the foil wrapped around the top and everything. It makes it look fancy.
Oh, and Roxanne, I did sign up for a wine and cheese tasting in Paris. So I'll take pictures. So I'm excited.
We have the most
Literally,
squirrely conversations.
All about food. My whole trip. Food and walking to walk off the calories. At least there's not a lot of ice cream involved, right? Because they're not known for gelato, in my opinion. So it'll be yummy desserts. All right, squirrel.
Shiny.
And we're back. Right.
Shiny squirrel.
No, it's cherry beer. Yeah, it's a little fizzy, but it's amazing. And it does taste like cherry beer. All right, we are so excited today. We are going to be doing the semi-monthly grand prize. This is Fuchsia Meadows scarf. And we have the directions for it. You're going to use a size 10 needle, cast on the directions for a scarf. It's going to be beautiful. We're using Noro in the beautiful Malvinas collection, 100% wool. It is worsted weight. So if you're someone who felted bucket hats are super hot right now, that would be perfect for this. And you're going to use a US 7 to 8 needle. If you're felting, you're going to bump up to like a 10 and a half. I always felted on a 10 and a half because it gave a little bit more room for felting. Really good yardage on this. There is 330 yards per barrel ball. It is a hand wash lay flat to dry if you're actually doing sweaters out of it. But as I said, if you're felting, throw that sucker in your washing machine. It's amazing.
And these are colors 13 and 20. 13 is the pretty cafe au lait color. 20 is the black.
Good morning, good morning. All right, so we have it all set up. And this included the people at Stitches too. So you guys see, look at how dense it is with peeps. I always like to wait till it's right.
Like right side up.
Yeah, here we go. And poof. Who's going to be the winner of this prize? It's valued at about $75. It's so small I can't even see it. Joyce! Oh my God, I'm excited.
Like, hey, we know you.
That's exciting.
Congratulations, Joyce. You are not local. However, you do like to turn up with Melanie on occasion, so you could potentially book another one of those crazy one-day trips and fly out and stop by the boutique anytime Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and say, I have a prize. Can I pick it up, please? Or the next time you place an order at natiqueyarns.com, you can just pop it in the notes section that you have a prize, and we'll pack it all up together and send it on its way.
Yes, Melanie.
Yes, Melanie, that
Viva
Joyce.
Las Vegas Joyce is the winner of our prize. Woo, woo. And she could use it for crochet. She's a big crocheter.
Oh, yes.
So
this would be lovely to
great
crochet with. That stitch pattern, that one church mouse baby blanket, if you did a different width and did it as a scarf, would be really pretty. The V-stitch one.
Yeah. Good morning, Natalie. Hello, everyone. All right. Let me do that. I'm going to let you start talking about this.
All right, so today's daily prize is one skein of the Super Soft Noro Sonata. It is one of their spring yarns. It is cotton, viscose, silk, and polyamide. This is color number 8, which is this gorgeous caramel color with olive highlights. The yarn is 393 yards per skein, meaning you have enough yardage for lots of projects that are one skein wonders. We have paired it with our pattern Soliare, which is that really pretty chevron pattern with the eyelets. And you have enough to easily make the small or medium, and you could make the large, but you're probably only going to get it about 7 to 8 inches wide instead of the 10 and a half, because you have about 40 yards less than the pattern calls for that size. And how you get entered into the daily drawing is by interacting with our video. if you react, like see all these beautiful bubbles flying up right there? If you react to the video, you get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, you get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video with that little arrow in the corner, you can share to your stories, to your friends, to a page, to a group. Wherever you share, just come back to that day's video and type in the comments, shared to and where, and you'll get 11 entries per share.
I think it's going to look beautiful in this colorway.
Yes, because this is like a subtle self-striping. It tonally goes back and forth between, like you can see it's more coppery here, but more olivey green over here. So you're going to get these shaded stripes instead of like harsh stripes.
And I just think it'll be really pretty. Like the pattern's going to be showcased way more with this yarn. This one, it is pretty like this, and having the striping, you're going to see that more. But with this yarn, you'll see more of the actual stitch definitions. So I'm excited. And now that it's, you know, we're inching our way to spring, who doesn't like Sonata? There's a lot of people who've used Sonata so far. All right, so let's see who's going to be the winner. This is off of yesterday's video with Anna and Susan. Eileen.
Oh, congratulations, Eileen. You are one of our local peeps, which means you just get to stop by the boutique anytime Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and say, can I pick up my prize? We'll pull it out of the cabinets for you, hand it over, and that'll be that.
You want to show them while I'm finishing up some of Karen's fun?
I kind of want to go show them the window.
All right. It's so cute.
Because it's so pretty. Hopefully there's not too much glare, because depending on the time of day, that window is like, yeah, you can't see anything. All right, we'll sneak out and see her beautiful displays. She's got the mannequins modeling knitwear. That's actually a crochet shawl on this one. Then we've got these beautiful little vignettes of accessories, some Noro yarn, Dream in Color with some silk scarves, Cumulus, one of our pink bags, some of the fabulous can glasses, our favorite lotion, one of the babies modeling a super cute vest, a one and done in our exclusive colorway Electric Slide, and then this beautiful short row shawl, the Papillon shawl, on this side. So lots of good stuff. She just whipped up this beautiful display last night. So now we'll sneak back inside and see what Boss Lady has in store for us.
Are there some of these restocks?
Of what? That one was a special order because that's not a normal color.
Wow. We should do that. It's pretty. All right. That stays at that corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
In theory, they'll be here for class today.
Oh, okay.
Their initials are KY.
Oh. Okay. What do you think?
I think it's pretty. I really like how that color turned out.
All right. I'm gonna,
I could see other people liking that color
I'm
too.
gonna let you talk about it.
And tell them to email us if they're interested, because it is not in the computer in a way you can track down yet. But this is one of the handmade leather scarf cuffs in the braid style that instead of a neutral of the gray, slate gray, or the caramel brown, this is the turquoise color, which dyes this really rich, deep blue-green. And these braids are fascinating to me because it's connected at either end, so it's like a magic trick on how they braid these. So hand-dyed, hand-braided, right next door to us in Sacramento. So this was a custom request. If you also love the teal or turquoise, whichever you want to call it, braided leather scarfka, just shoot us an email at hello@Natique Yarns, and we can get you one too.
We can make it happen. All right. I was like, hey, I haven't seen that color before, but it is beautiful.
Yeah, that was a special request.
All right. So you guys know I'm always on the lookout for amazing candles. And even though I do love candles in my house, like on my furniture or tucked in a cabinet in the boys' bathroom, what I use candles mostly for is to protect my knitwear and my stash from little bugs. I wear a lot of cashmere, and for some reason, cashmere is the treat of choice to moths. And I know last year I bought a bunch of sweaters, last year or the year before, from Macy's, all these cashmere sweaters. This is one of them. Like, you guys, this was $32, and it's 100% cashmere. Not the best cashmere, but still cashmere, but nonetheless. And as I was washing all my sweaters, because I do that every couple of months, 3 of my pink ones had holes in them. So I was like, okay, the scents I'm using, they're getting old. So I have replaced them with new candle scents. And at the trade show, we had the blue, what are they called? Why can't I think of it? The other candles that we had.
Capri Blue.
Capri Blue candles for a long time. What you're going to do is you get the smaller tins or even the glass ones. You take them off and you put them with your knitwear or crochet wear, anything with natural fibers, your sweaters, and the bugs are not attracted. They are turned off by smells. Jan, if there's a problem, just send it back to us. We can get it fixed. There is a warranty on the product. So
they're very good about fixing things.
Yeah, so just send it in an envelope to us. We can get it fixed and send it back to you. So at the trade show, I wanted to go with a different type of candle that had more scents and that the color wasn't blue, right? So that blue was... A lot of people didn't like the blue because it didn't go with everything. And this is a candle that I have had in my house personally many, many times. The throw is amazing. And if you guys didn't know, fragrance throw is how long is the candle going to burn, and you'll smell it. And before I even do that, I just take the lid off my candles. I don't even burn them yet. I just take the lid off. It smells enough to help with, I'm just going to say boy smell, right? Or dog smell or anything like that. So I'm going to talk about my favorites. We kind of showcased them last night. This is the one that I use for traveling because I do not like when I go into a hotel room and I smell smoke or food odors or anything. This, the company is Voluspa. If you are a gift store shopper, this is definitely one you have seen before. This is this tiny little baby candle. It is called a mini tin, and this one has 25 hours of burn throw time. It's
we can leave the lid off this one. This is nice.
This is Santal Vanille, which is really vanilla.
Essentially, it's vanilla.
I like the case on it. So this is a metal tin one. It's just nice to have when you're traveling. The mini tin, it's 4 ounces and it has 25 hours of throw. The vanilla, here's, I mean, this is a really good description. I kind of was like, okay, how do we make this sound good? But experience the sensually smooth aroma of intoxicating vanilla, exotic oud, and warm sandalwood in this creamy brulee. The pearlescent glass, depending on which one you're doing, creates a quiet glow as captivating as the fragrance. Vanilla lovers, get ready to indulge. So the price point on this one is only $14.99, which is a fantastic. And then we also have two other sizes. These are the gorgeous bottles that they come in. I have reused these by basically peeling this off, and then you clean out the inside, and I've used them for gifts, or I've refilled treats and stuff like that in it. This is the 5.5 ounce small jar. It's a single wick. Also, this burns for 50 hours. And then the largest size that I got, I'll let you talk about it.
This, let's see, this one is the 18 ounce, which burns for an amazing 100 hours. So you can see both the jars have this beautiful pearlescent creamy colored glass. And then they actually have like a little silicone grip around where the lid goes on, so that the lid fits on nice and snug. The small has a glass lid. The large has this metal lid with the beautiful, like it's the same floral pattern as the glass, but with this pretty painted design with all the gold.
It's really pretty, I think, how they zhuzhed up each one, where you've got the metal, then you have the glass, and then the painted. The price point, even on the largest one, $34.99. These are eco-friendly candles, hand-poured, made with proprietary coconut wax blend with 100% natural wicks. They're pesticide, paraben, sulfate-free, never tested on animals, and all of their containers can be upcycled after the last burn.
The big one would make a great knitting needle jar.
It would, yeah. I mean, even like for treats for holidays, I'll use something like this where I'll put a wax paper in, and then I'll put fudge in or cookies and stuff like that. I mean, it would fit a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, it would fit a stack of cookies nicely.
And really, I like the one candle burn because it makes them last longer. We are shipping these. We have great boxes, but we're happy to do it local too. So that is one of the favorite scents of last night.
I like that the vanilla, like it's not a sugary vanilla.
It's not.
So
it's not sugar cookie.
It's earthy vanilla, not bakery vanilla.
All right.
So it won't make you hungry.
Let me see which one. This is the one that I've had many, many times. This is, oh yeah, this is my all-time favorite.
That one might be my favorite.
This is, I'll let you talk about it. I'll look up the description.
This is Goji Tarocco Orange, which has the most delicious citrusy scent. This was, I think, the first one that we opened, and I was like, ooh, give me that.
Susan liked it. And
yes.
Susan's not, she doesn't like too much of the scents.
And I like that the scents are like, they're fragrant, but they're not overpowering.
They're not overpowering, and I really, for your knits, it's going to be strong, like any candle. It's a little stronger when you first get it, but then it neutralizes a lot. Here's what they say about this one. This invigorating scent awakens the sentence with a bold blend of ripe mango, bittersweet goji berries, and tangy blood orange, tart tangerine, and I don't even...
Piquant?
We'll say piquant. Pomelo nectar adds a fresh, exhilarating aroma that instantly lifts the spirit and adds vibrant shine to any day.
It's amazing smelling, is what that generalizes down to. As it smells delicious.
Okay. So again, we have it in the tin. That's the one I put in my clothes. I mean, I put it all over because I don't mind the scent. Then this is the next size. This is the 5.5 ounce small jar, up to 50 hours of throw.
I love the lid shows this really well. You can see that the glass is like a transparent red, so that's where you're going to get that really gorgeous glow as the candle burns down. It's going to make this like a little lantern.
Mm-hmm. Even though they're not sunflowers, they remind me of sunflowers.
Oh, these little gold discs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what kind of flower they're supposed to be, but they're pretty. Which is really all that matters.
All right. The next scent is French Cade and Lavender, and it's not the stinky lavender.
It's a really, like, this has like a, like a cologne type scent, a really rich, deep.
I do see this more as a unisex scent. You can smell pine in it.
Yeah. Very earthy, very neutral scent.
I love this jar. I like greens, the lighting on this. And you guys, if you're not a candle lighter, you also can put it on a mug warmer. And that is only after I feel like it's just taking the lid off, doesn't have enough scent to it. In a drawer with your knits, it will last quite a while.
The mug warmer is a great option if if you're gifting it to someone who lives in college dorms. They're not allowed to light candles. At least we weren't in ours. But our rooms stunk before we moved into them.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a mug warmer to put my candles on because I'm like, this is a problem to have my room smell like this. Or if you have pets or children that maybe it's not safe to have a lit candle around, you can put it on a mug warmer and not worry about if anybody bumps it.
Okay, this is a really good description. Indulge in the rustic, woodsy, and herbaceous aromas of sun-drenched Provence with our lush lavender, rare French cade wood, and vivid lemon verbena infusion. Experience the refreshing and common energy of a true farm to fork experience, like a summer breeze in the countryside. It's not lavender.
Yeah, like it has lavender in it, but it doesn't, like, your first thought sniffing it will not be lavender.
If any of you guys have dogs or pets, no matter how much you bathe them, sometimes you get whiffs of pets in your house. And so I'm like, okay, a candle needs to go in that area. The other thing that I've done, if I want the glow, is on Amazon, you can buy the little LED lights, and all you do is pop the lid off, just roll them up right there, and it comes with a battery. You get like 10 of them for $10 maybe, and then just put the lid on it, and so you still get the glow.
You can even get the little, like,
they're like
light up tea light candles, and they have them to where the little wick rocks, so it gives it a flickery look. So if you want the look of a candle without having to light it, you can pull that off.
I did buy a lot of the smaller ones because that is always what sells for us, is the small ones. And last but not least, this is again one of my favorites. I like the packaging. I like that it looks like summertime.
I don't think I've sniffed this one. Ooh, that one's really light.
Yeah. It's a light, clean scent. This one is, I think it's Panjori Lychee.
I love the rose pink glass.
Okay, this is their description, and I think it's great. Again, I mean, I tried to do some creative editing of their description based on my thoughts too. Pandora Lychee, indulge in a mouth-watering scent inspired by fresh-picked cornucopia of lush lychee, crisp cassis, fresh melon, and Asian pear. Each daily serving from this juicy garden's harvest will revitalize and enliven the ambiance of any room, leaving you feeling refreshed and invigorated. I also keep a candle in all of my closets because closets don't get a lot of air movement, so then your clothes will smell stale. And here's the thing, I have a really good nose, and it drives a lot of people crazy because I'm like, what is that? I don't smell anything. I'm like, I'm not imagining it. For a while, I smelled burned smoke in my own house. Yeah.
That was probably left over from when we had all the fires and the ash had settled in your house. And everybody else went nose blind to it, but you did not.
I'm like, something's wrong. I smell smoke all the time. She's like, 5150. Have you talked to someone? I was like, no, I just have a really good nose.
Supposedly that can be like a stress thing, like an indicator of stress.
It is. So
but it doesn't mean you're crazy. Like, that might be your doctor going a little far.
I've had my doctor a long time, so we joke a lot. So she's like, how's your stress level? I'm like,
you're like, don't ask.
Like, I think that's what it is.
It's my chiropractor asks that. She's like, how's your stress level? I'm like, shh. We don't talk about that.
Put a box in the corner.
We don't talk about that.
All right, so that is the non-yarny thing, but still will help you save your stash. Because here's what I'm going to tell you, lovely people. Once you see a hole in your stuff, the moths are way more than that you think they are. So all of my sweaters are currently being washed, and if there's more than one hole, they get thrown away. That also means you need to make sure, most people don't know that they're in your stash till you're knitting with it and it keeps breaking, and that's what it is. It's the moths.
I discovered a skein of yarn like that recently, and I'm pretty sure it's left over from when I had mothpocalypse in my house.
Was that someone gave you yarn?
Yes, that was cone yarn from my grandma.
Oh.
And I thought all of the yarn was like acrylics, so I didn't look it over very well. And then once I did, because I'm like, oh my gosh, there are moths in here. I can see them. Like I'm like a cat. I chase the little booger around my house until I can splat it. Yeah. Like you must go now. Yeah. And so then I started going through everything, and one of the cones, the whole bottom side had little cocoon shells.
Okay. Ooh.
And I was like, oh, you're where it started.
So just to tell you guys, if you think that you have moths or you want to do some preventative measures, you can put your, and I know everyone has stash, but start putting your stash in a Ziploc bag and stick it in your freezer. For what, 3 hours?
You want to,
it overnight.
I do it overnight.
Easier.
And you want to do it twice. Because if there are unhatched larvae, if you freeze it and then it warms up, they will hatch. They think winter is over, it's spring, time to come out. So you freeze it, let it warm up. If you can do it in the summer, it's even better because then you can stick it outside in the sun. But let it warm up. So I freeze it overnight, let it warm up for a day, stick it back in the freezer for another night so that anything that started to hatch, now it's dead. Because the unhatched will not die from freezing.
No.
They have to hatch first.
And, you know, moths, not all moths are wool-eating moths or natural fiber.
There are pantry moths, and pantry moths and clothes moths look almost exactly alike. So if you see one flying around, follow it, see where it's coming from, and then go through both your pantry and your clothes.
Store. So we've got things tucked in everywhere.
We have a human safe. Yeah. Like once it's dry, your baby could lick it safe spray that we do once a month. It says it lasts 6 months. I do it once a month because I'm like, I don't trust you to last that long.
We have too much natural fibers, and it does not go on the fibers. It goes around, but it definitely works. We have never had a problem. It's every yarn store's worst fear. We can Anna can do that in the collective.
I'll post a link. I use it at my house too.
All right, so here is next. We haven't talked about these in a while. Anna, I'm going to let you talk about them. I think they're amazing. This is one of my favorite collaborations.
These are our technique tags done in color because we just thought it's a little easier to read than the wood ones.
It is.
So this particular one is the 3-needle bind off. It has the instructions on this side, and it has a graphic on this side, as well as, I love this, our pro tip of to help bind off loosely, use a needle size 2 to 3 sizes larger than your working needle as your right needle.
Why didn't we bring these to Stitches?
I think we were out of them.
We need to do that for
and
next
we did
year.
not have, our person did not have time to add one more thing to their
Right, but this would
queue.
be great for next year.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen these.
Then we have the Kitchener stitch with the steps that are, I don't know why, they're so hard to remember, even if you've done it a million times. And then the graphic on the back, and they, of course, did them in pink and greens for us, because that's what you do when you customize products for Natique.
This is, I think, the most needed one.
This is short rows, so it has how to do the wrap and turn on the part 1 side in both knit and purl, because it's slightly different steps. And then on the back, the picking up of the wraps for both knit and purl, because again, it's slightly different.
I love this one.
The increase, decrease set basically. So we have how to do the make one left and right on one side, and how to do the knit 2 together and SSK on the opposite side.
And Susan's favorite tag.
The German short rows. So we have how to do it in both knit and purl, as well as how to resolve the German short rows in both knit and purl.
And last but not least, this one. And we can talk about why we've included all the accessories to go with it.
So this was artwork done by Brenda's niece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of the little squirrel with all of his beautiful sparkly cashmere.
That she whipped out. Remember? She's like,
Yeah.
bling, 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 done.
And then on the back, we have the decoding of those pesky little symbols that are on your yarn labels and your clothes that you're like, wait, what's that stupid dot mean? You know, like it breaks it down of what these mean. Like this one means machine wash at that temperature.
Mm-hmm. And these are intended to go in your current project bag or any of your knitting bags. This one comes with this carabiner, and then they all have the, I don't know what this is called.
Ball chain.
Thank you. Ball chain that you can put on the other, so you can, as you get them, you just hang them together, and you don't need a big book for instructions. You just have the little tags. All right, we're going to talk about what we are wearing. So these are all available on the website, knitwithyarns.com. You know what? We need a video of this for, you could have like that, you know, boom, and then
You like
the
the
other one, because no one has these. Okay, so we're going to talk about what I'm wearing. I know that was a quick switch, but
Segue.
I have class today. So
We're trying to see.
I have to do photography too in the middle of
We're
this.
trying to see if we can wear Boss Lady out in
This is
8
Storyteller.
hours.
It is a pattern that is available on Ravelry. It is free, and I believe this one was done with one skein of Cosette.
In one of our exclusive colorways, that is Tinseltown.
Is that gorgeous? There's a matching hat that can go with it. It's a different pattern, but I love this. It's a slip stitch, but doesn't it look like dragon scales when you turn it this way?
Yeah. Rainbow Trout is the matching hat for anybody who wants to do a set.
All right, and green sweater courtesy of Macy's. Thank you, Linda Bazzini. She's the cashmere queen.
Did she tell you they were that they
had
stuff or something?
Yeah, she's like, they have like after Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving, they're like $100 sweaters for $32, $35.
Nice. Time to restock the sweaters the moths need.
Yep.
So I am wearing one of our patterns, Armenistis, out of a dark green because I'm not getting pinched today, people. And then it has our gorgeous Greek Isles colorway on the edge that goes all the way around. So instead of picking up and doing a bottom band, then picking up and doing a front band, it is continuous with this little mitered corner.
I was thinking we both need to shave our sweaters.
Oh, I need to shave all of my sweaters. Like, I need a sweater shaving
Don't
day.
we have one here?
No.
A sample?
Sold out.
Oh, all right. I will order more of those. Because I love the sweater shavers.
I have one in my car, but my car's still in the shop.
Oh, that's awesome.
I normally keep one in my car and then I have one at home.
Turn around. Let's showcase the back. Gorgeous design. And Susan.
The Knot Sweater Knitter.
The Knot Sweater Knitter is wearing a green sweater. Happy birthday, Karen. This is for you.
And a green shirt.
And a green shirt. I refuse to drive the green car today.
And a green Starbucks
green
cup.
My other cup is purple, so I have some redemption.
So cute, though. I mean, this was a while ago.
This is store one, way back, original Lorna's Laces.
Wow.
I went from being afraid of cables to doing an entire cable sweater with no cable needles, so cables are not that hard. I promise.
Turn around. Let's see the back. It's so cute, though.
It has cute, like, waist
got
shaping
great
in
shaping.
it.
Yeah,
You guys can see these little, like, the cables come closer together here and then spread back out. So you get that cute shaping that's super flattering.
I like how your t-shirt's hanging out underneath, too. You're very...
Is it?
You're
very
stylish today.
No, that's on purpose.
That's a trendy thing.
Yeah.
That's a trendy thing to have your
You
shirt
wear
out like
shorter
that.
Sweaters with, I bought a white one on Amazon. I'll let you guys know. Because I was like, that'd be kind of cute. I don't know. She's very styling. All right, peeps. We're off. I got a busy day ahead. So I'll see everyone in class in 12 minutes. But I have to do photography real fast. So have an amazing day. We will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time for the last installation of In the Boutique this week.
Week.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.